Hello, my name is Bailey and I'm the librarian for the Regional Library Service. And today I'm going to walk you through the new PubMed. So PubMed is a database that probably most of us have used, and they've done a complete revamp of the software. So I'm going to walk you through a lot of those changes. And I want to thank the National Library of Medicine for providing us with these slides. If you have never used PubMed before, it is a free authoritative database with more than 30 million citations to articles in the field of biomedicine and health with a focus on original scientific research. It is used by about 2.5 million users each day, including clinicians, researchers, students, and other folks from a variety of fields who need access to authoritative health sciences research. In 2019, the fall of 2019, they started to roll out this new PubMed. As it stands, until about mid-2020, you will have access to the old PubMed or legacy PubMed. However, I highly encourage you go in and play with the new one as soon as you can, because eventually it is what we have. It's got a very clean Google-esque look. It's easy to use. It runs on the cloud. It's very mobile friendly. There's a lot of great features. And the best thing to do is just get it right in there and see what works, see what doesn't. And if you ever have any questions, please reach out to me. So a lot of the features that you used on a daily basis, probably if you use this database a lot, are still there. They just might be in a different location or look a little different. So play around, and if you can't find them, again, let me know. There is also new features being rolled out, and these features are being rolled out pretty much daily. They're taking feedback from users and changing things. So always look back and play around and see what's new. And if you ever run into any issues, again, that's what I'm here for. So let's dive in. This is the new PubMed. Again, very clean, very Google-esque. You have your search bar and the option to search. You have across the bottom, you'll see Learn, where you'll get a FAQ section and a user guide. Find, which is your access to your advanced search. Download, which has some funky new things happening there. And then the Explore, which gives you access to the mesh database and the journals that are available in this database. Underneath that, you'll have trending articles, so new things that are being added, as well as the latest literature from a few key journals. So now let's jump into actually playing with this new database. So let's say we know the author, we know a journal and the year of an article that we're looking for. We can just type those in, and it's as much information as you have, but you don't need to put ands or brackets or anything. You literally can just write the author, the title of the journal, and the year, and click search. And in this case, 64 results come up, but it will say that one really matches your search. And that's that first one that comes up there. If we click into it, you'll see some interesting features. So first, you have access to the full text links. So if we had access to this article, that's where you'd find them there. Option to cite or to favorite this article, and I'll come back to the cite feature in a minute. You can share it on social media, and then there's the page navigation. So you can go from the abstract and jump right down to the references or somewhere in between. Just a very, very quick way to get from point A to point B. Underneath that, you'll see more information. So any comments, similar articles, cited articles. And then to go back to that cite function, if you click that, you have the option to cite this article in a variety of different citation formats. You can copy and paste, or you can download it as a file. So moving on, if you were doing a search for a specific subject, again, straightforward, just type it all in there. You don't need to add anything, ands or brackets. Just if you have that, just put it in there and click search. And if you need to edit it as you go, you can. But again, just try an easy search to start. Click search, and you'll get a list of results. It looks fairly similar to the old PubMed, but with, again, a couple of key differences. We have results by year, which tells you how many articles have been produced over the years, and it's a slide rule, so you can move that over to select what articles you want. So last 5 years, last 10 years, or if you're looking specifically for older articles, you can slide it the other way. Options to save, email, or send this, and I'll go into details more, but they are similar features that were in the old PubMed as well. Currently, it will always default to best match, but in case you ever wanted to see the most recent article published, you can also sort by most recent. And unlike the old PubMed, this new PubMed defaults to be able to see at least a snippet of the abstract so that you can read it and see if it is what you were looking for. And there's also filters along the left-hand side, and I will go through filters again in a minute. Advanced search, we will go into that as well, and that option to share, again on social media or via email. So let's say we went into that first article. Again, you get the full citation, full abstract. Something that's new to this new version of PubMed is the ability to actually scroll to the previous article and to the next article. Previously, you'd go into an abstract, then you'd have to click the back button to go back to the full list, find the next one, go into it, and if you want to leave that again, go back. Whereas this one, you can just click to the next or to the previous, and it'll take you through the entire list. Also, if you scroll over either one of these, it will give you a snippet of what that next or previous article was or is, and that way you can know whether you're in the right location or if that's what you're looking for. Just like the old PubMed, you can check mark the ones you want, and again, decide whether you want to save it, email it, or send it. So save is to save to a file, and you have a bunch of different formats you can save it to. You can save just a summary or the full abstract or just the PMIDs. You can email it again to yourself or to somebody else, and you can choose summary or abstract in text or HTML. And then the send to, you can send it to a clipboard, which is a space that kind of saves those articles for a couple hours, and then you can decide whether you want to send them or save them. If you want to use My Bibliography or Collections, you have to have a My NCBI account. So if you're interested in something like that, please reach out to me and I can walk you through that process. So again, filters, there's a bunch of filters along the left-hand side. You click them, then it will reduce the number of articles in your list. These are the most popular of the filters. However, if you click additional filters, you will receive a list of a bunch of different filters that you can use. So age, sex, species, language. You can choose the ones you want, click apply, and then it will automatically apply them to your search. Going into the advanced search builder. So this gives you the ability to have a slightly more complex, robust searches. Again, you can choose whether you're searching in keywords or journals or authors or medical subject headings. And you do that by clicking the little drop-down menu. Once you've searched for what you want, again, as you type it in, it will try to autofill or guess what you're typing, which is a really nice feature. So you don't have to type everything. And then you would click add and it would go down to that query box. Once you had everything in your query box, you could search. And then underneath that, it will show you your search history and details. So no matter how many different searches you do in that session, it will list them there. And excuse me, you can click back and forth between different searches. If you click that little detail button beside the search, it will actually open up and show you how that search is being conducted in PubMed. Most of us may not find that interesting, but if you're wondering why you're getting certain articles versus other ones, or seeing if maybe there's something going on that's not working for your search, click on that and just see what is being searched, and then that might help you figure out what you need to change. So going on to some of those new features that are available, these are the new retrieval features that are very, very important. So one of them is improved sensors. So I'll go through each of these. Improved sensors means it's just guessing the words that you want a little bit better. So if you put in the word lunch, it's going to search the MESH term, so the medical subject term for lunch, searching lunch as a keyword, and it's also going to be searching lunches and lunching. So you're going to get a more robust set of results. Better British American mapping. So again, instead of having to type in multiple different variations of this term, it's already searching all of them for you. And then unlimited truncation. So if you've used truncation before, it's putting that little star after the root of a word and then the database will fill in the rest of that word for you. In previous PubMed, it would limit you to the first 600 variations of a truncated term. Now it's unlimited, and as you can see between these two that are on your screen right now, it's a difference about 70,000 articles in this one case, and that could be very significant depending on what you're looking at. So coming near the end, I know this has been a long presentation, but I just want to let you know that this new PubMed is very mobile friendly. You can use it on your tablet, you can use it on your phone, you can use all the same features. So play around with it, and if you have any questions, let me know. And again, just reviewing some of the key points, it is a very neat new database. They have it available for you to use right now. So if you go to PubMed, it will default to the old one. If you're looking at this before 2020, in 2020, it will default to the new one. You always have the option to switch, but again, play around with it because eventually the legacy or the old PubMed won't be available. So please play around and see what works for you, what doesn't. If you have any questions, there is the user guide available on PubMed. The National Library of Medicine does have a support center as well that you can contact at any time, or please feel free to reach out to me. I am here to help you, whether I can help you over the phone, via email, or if we can set up a one-on-one session and I can actually come to you and talk to you about this. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy using this new database. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.